Scored 107 and 89 points in their last 2 games. They can put up some points.
Well, he said, Coach Arnold, I interviewed him a minute ago. He'll talk about this, but he said they got up in the 80s and 90s in number of shots taken in the game the last 2 games. He said that's a secret, running an offense, getting more shots, where in some of the games they lost, they were in the 60s and 70s.
Wow, so they are putting it up. We'll see what the Vikings can do tonight. Valley coming off a win themselves, as Valley knocked off Peru State to win on Saturday and keep themselves in the hunt as well. They're tied with Avila for the final playoff spot. We had a chance to visit with both coaches, and we'll talk to them in just a moment. But, Joe, I think if the Vikings are going to, obviously, with 4 games to go tonight, then we go to Mid-America, very tough place to play, go to Avila, and then home against Graceland. I think these Viking women, if they can get a couple of wins and at least 2 wins out there, they should be in pretty good shape to make the playoffs.
Well, you look at this game and say Central Methodist is a heavy favorite, but Coach Arnold of Central Methodist just told me the ladies of Central Methodist have not won here, or won here just once, I think, since 2003. So the Vikes have really dominated this series here at home. So we need to get a win tonight, and this would be a big one.
Played well against them last time. Let's find out what the coaches have to say about it.
Hey, Jay, now with Central Methodist women's coach James Arnold. And Coach, I'm looking at your scores. Your last 2 wins, 107 against Graceland and 87 last Saturday against Avila. I guess your girls, it's safe to say, they're probably enjoying the game right now.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to enjoy the game when shots are going in. But what was really nice about the second, we ran into a Graceland team that was a little bit shorthanded, and we got hot early at home, and that was nice to see. But against Avila on the road, where we haven't been playing particularly well, and the first half we were just okay. We came out and scored 58 in the second half, so that was really nice to see us to put some points up on the road. There's no question we've lost 5 games all year. 4 of them are on the road. And so, they don't give away league conference games on the road. And we got to make sure that we do better. But the kids have been sharing the ball, making the extra pass, things that we got away from when we struggled a little bit in the middle of the conference season, backpedaling a little bit on offense, getting a little bit stagnant, standing around. So it was nice to see those things get fixed.
Well, you're 9-5 in conference play right now. Right now, I think you're number 4 in the conference. Would like to get up to that number 3 spot if you can, but you guys have played well all year.
We've done some good things. We've lost 5 games. We had a hiccup against Evangel, a tough Evangel team on the road. We lost to Mid-America to shot at the buzzer. We lost double overtime at Baker and then overtime up at Peru, and then Benedictine beat us up pretty good. But we've been close, and we've done some good things. We've got our eyes on a home playoff game was one of our goals, and we're sitting in that spot. But certainly climbing the standings, get to that 3-hole would be nice. And then also, too, we have hopes and dreams of maybe winning a few games here, maybe winning a few games in the tournament and try to get in that large bid if we don't win the tournament to get to the national tournament. So this is a good group. Our focus hasn't always been as tight as I'd like to see it. There's still some inconsistencies, but, for the most part, they've worked pretty hard and done some really good things.
We play Missouri Valley tonight. You two met in Fayette right after Christmas. Good game, went right down the wire. You pulled it out, but what will you try to do tonight?
Well, in that game, we were all Missouri Valley's tempo, We actually got pretty fortunate to win that game. Their strength lies inside. And one of the things we talked about all week long with Missouri Valley is they work extremely hard. They've got a lot of veterans that play. And when you're playing against juniors and seniors this time of the year, that's always a concern for a coach. And the fact that, with Clark and Morales, those kids inside are a load. So we're going to have our hands full. We need to get the tempo in our favor. I mean, we need to be 65, 70 plus in order for me to feel comfortable about this situation. But I just was reading a stat where this is only my second year here, but as a women's basketball program, we've only won 1 time here since 2003. That just says enough about how tough it is to play here, how well Missouri Valley plays at home, and then how tough the league is, especially on the road.
Jolene Christensen joins us for this ball game. Coach CMU comes in, a hot ball club, scored over 100 against Graceland, and then the other night had 80-some points. So they're putting in the hole.
They are, they believe in shooting quickly when they get down the floor, and they like the fast break, and, they're a very aggressive team, and we definitely have prepared for them, so hopefully we can stop their scoring tonight.
Now, when we played at their place, they won the game, but that may have been one of our better efforts. We really played well that night.
We did, we've looked at the stats, and it was a close game, and there was a couple things we did wrong, and one of them was keeping them off the glass, and I hope that that's going to, make a difference tonight, and really focusing on keeping them off the glass and not letting them second opportunities offensively.
Well, your gals came through with a nice win last Saturday against Peru.
Peru made it close at the end, but your gals came up with the plays when they had to.
Yes, we did struggle a little bit, but you're right. We held on to that win, and we didn't give up. So I was very happy with the effort, and I'll expect to see that same thing tonight.
All right, what are we going to have to do to beat this club tonight?
We definitely need to keep them off the glass. We lost the rebounding war. They got quite a few offensive rebounds on us, which we were able to put back for offensive points. So keeping them off the glass, protecting, the inside. They do have a post player that is a dominant inside player, but they've got excellent three-point shooters and drivers. So, we're going to have to just play a very good, solid defensive game tonight.
Coach, we'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
All right, so they've heard from the coaches, and we're just about ready for basketball tonight as the little technical problems, so they won't have the starting lineup. We're just going to get started out of the first half. Joe will call the second half for you, but looks like the Vikings will go with Sammy Jackson, the 5'8" senior out of Barnard. Gabby Morales, 6-foot senior, Californian. Raina Smith out of St. Louis, 5'7" freshman. Gabby Lovelace is back in the starting lineup, the 5'10" sophomore out of Pleasant Hill, and Evan A. Brown out of California, 5'10" junior in the starting lineup. For the gals in green, it'll be Brittany Joseph, a 6-foot junior. I believe also out there is Nakia Robinson. She is a 5'4" junior. Raylan Nuss, a name we've mentioned a lot for this club, 5'6" senior. In the jump circle is Brittany Joseph. Also in the starting lineup is Jasmine Poteet, a 5'7" junior. They have started a smaller lineup than they've started in the past. Vikings have it, and we are underway as the tip is controlled by Sammy Jackson, and the Vikings, coming off a win over Peru, have the basketball to get things underway. Sammy, the Vikings wearing those pink uniforms again, and awareness for breast cancer, and they go to the top of the key to Morales. Morales free throw line starts to drive right side, back out to Raina. Raina Smith on the right side now. Tries to drive, gives it off baseline to Lovelace. Drives into the lane, and there's a shot clock violation on the very first possession of the ball game.
Yeah, not a good way to start the game, the shot clock violation. We give Central good credit, but for good defense. If you look at this Central team, Ken, only one player averaging in double figures, but then 9.4, 9.4, 8.5, 8.3, 8.2, so a lot of balanced scoring.
And they get it down low, now kick it back out, and it's going to be a travel call on Nakia Robinson. They got the ball inside to and then tried to kick it back out, but a traveling call as they got it inside to Taylor Corneliuson, the 6-foot freshman. But a travel, so neither team has scored. Ball comes back to Valley. Just underway on this Thursday night, Valentine's Day. And I can't think of a better way to spend it than with Joe All broadcasting the basketball.
I'm not going to go there.
Raina Smith, a 3 from the left side, no good. Rebound, Evan A. Brown puts it back up, has the shot blocked. Now there's a fight for the loose ball, and it's picked up by Brittany Joseph underneath. Quick pass ahead to Nuss. Nuss, left side, fires it underneath. Now they'll work at baseline. Boy, quick shot taken and missed. The ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Sammy Jackson. It'll belong to the Eagles.
Evan A. Brown will remember this game last year against Central Methodist. She hit a free throw with about 2 seconds left to get a 1-point win for the Lady Vikes.
Now they work it again down low. Nice move, and a block by Morales, of course, as we've said many times, leads the conference in blocks and gets her first one tonight. She blocks the shot by Cornelius.
It's getting where we expect her to block shots. It's not an unusual occurrence like it is in a lot of cases.
Raina Smith drives baseline back to Ebene, right side. Now they'll bring it out front for Sammy Jackson. Top of the key to Lovelace. Lovelace drives left side, cut off there, lobs it underneath, throws it away as she was trying to get the pass down low to Morales. So we played almost 2 minutes and no score. And here is Tawanda Sutton. She had a big game the last time we played, the 5'11 senior. She checks in, and also coming in for the Vikings, Lindsey Jackson.
I got to say, I like our view better here than I do at Central. Down in Fayette, they put us way up high. Down here, we're right on the floor. Kind of a little bit different perspective of these two teams.
Good look at the game from where we sit here. Here's Sutton. Kicks it baseline to Robinson, who drives now, fires it out high to Nuss. Nuss free throw line, dishes left side. Here's a 3 on the way. This one is good, and a whistle as Robinson hits the three-point shot. I was just looking at field goals here. I think we're going to have a foul called on Brittany Joseph, I believe.
Yeah, they said number 3.
Oh, number 3, okay. So it's going to be on
Jasmine Poteet, I think.
Picks up the foul, her first. We talk about them taking a lot of shots. They've taken a total 1,556 shots, so not that many more than the Vikings have taken so far this year, but in the last few games, they really have upped their total of shot attempts. Morales at the top of the circle. Now they'll work it into the corner to Raina Smith. Back out front to Sammy. She's going to try a three for the tie. Rattles in and out. And the rebound pulled down to the baseline by Robinson. Long pass ahead. Good ball movement. They get it in the corner. Three-pointer by Nuss is good. And, boy, you like the way they run the floor. A long pass down to Joseph. Kicked it in the corner to Nuss, and she buried the three.
Well, it shows how the game's changed. Nothing. Two quick threes, and it's all of a sudden 6-0.
Yeah. Here's Raina Smith. Free throw line. Raina puts up a 15-footer, rattles it home, and the young lady from St. Louis has the Vikings' first 2 point, and it's 6-2. Another way it's changed. There was a 2-on-1. Instead of taking it to the rack, they kick it out for a three-point shot on the break.
Completely different than it was 10 years ago.
Nuss fires another three. This one no good. Rebound Morales. Gives it off to Sammy on the left side. Here comes Sammy. 6-2 ball game. Vikings trailing early against a very good team. Here's Lindsey Jackson, free throw line. Gets up in the air. Kicks it in the corner now to Raina Smith. Her three attempt is no good. Rebound tracked down on the baseline by the Eagles, and here they come. Robinson into the corner. They're going to try another three. This one skips off the rim by Gaither. No good, and here come the Vikings. Long pass ahead. Ebony beats the defense down, puts it up. Shot is partially blocked. It comes away to Nuss. Nuss will bring it the other way in this track meet. Nuss in front of the Viking bench. Looks inside, not there. Robinson fires it baseline to Gaither. She'll give it out front. Now underneath, and Sutton got away from Ebony Brown. Wide open, laid it in. Tawanda's first 2 points. It's now 8-2.
You know, they reversed the ball a couple times. A lot of times when you do that, that post opens up inside, and that's exactly what happened for Tawanda Sutton that time.
Now in Ebony Brown, low block, right side, spins in the lane with the left hand, can't get it to go. Bounces off the rim. Picked up by Joseph. She'll lead the break. Down to Gaither. Fires a three, misses it, and the rebound is pulled down by Sammy Jackson. I like this pace. They just bring it up.
They're playing like a team that's averaged 94 points a game in their last 2 outings.
Morales, good strong move, takes it inside and lays it in. Gabby's first 2, and it's 8-4. A long pass down to Gaither. Good job by Lindsey Jackson to get back to cut off that play. Now low block. They work it inside to Sutton. Her shot blocked by Morales. Picked up underneath by Sutton. Blocked again by Morales. But she'll be called for a foul this time. But she did get a block and got part of the ball that time, but also the foul, and that's her first.
You know, Gabby Morales has looked very active for the Vikings here in the early going. Got that bucket, has a couple rebounds, at least 2 block shots. It really looks like she's come to play tonight. Let's hope that carries over, as that's the first team foul in the Vikings.
Here's the first free throw by Sutton. It's good, and Kara Clark comes in for Valley, and we have 4 new gals coming in for the CMU Eagles. And now Julia Vasquez will come in, so they're going to bring in a fresh new 5 of the Eagles. Sutton staying in the game just because she's at the free throw line. Sammy Jackson will leave, and Julia Vasquez comes in. And Morales left, and Clark is in. Second free throw, good by Sutton. And now she's going to take a seat. And Taylor Corneliuson comes back in. Poteet's back into the ball game. Also, Brooke Paulsell's in for CMU as they go to a whole new lineup. Audrey Patton in there as well. So it's 10-4 Eagles. Real Martinez ready to come in for Valley. Clark at the top of the key. Leaves it for Lindsey Jackson. Lindsey with a right-handed dribble. Now goes baseline to Raina Smith. Raina starts to drive, takes it all the way underneath, gives it off to Clark in the lane. Off balance, won't go. Fight for the rebound. Clark comes up with it. She'll go into the lane, lean in from the right side, miss it. And the rebound pulled down by CMU, and here they come on the run. Tyra Williams with it.
And those were both her kinds of shots. Off balance, falling away, but didn't get either one of them to fall.
Now Paulsell takes a quick shot. It won't go. Raina Smith the other way. Starts to drive left side, cut off there. So she'll back away, go top of the key to Vasquez. Off to Lindsey Jackson, baseline. Can't pull the trigger. That's one of her favorite spots. Fires it across the lane to Vasquez. Will dribble it back to the top of the key. 10 on the shot clock, 14:30 to go. Vasquez drives left side, leaves it for Raina Smith. She'll fire an off-balance shot. Someone may have got a piece of that. And the rebound comes down to CMU, and they're going to take it coast to coast. Layup is no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by, I believe, Vasquez. has taken it all the way down. Jasmine Poteet, she couldn't finish the layup.
How fast she got that rebound on the baseline and beat everybody down the floor with the ball, dribbling the balls. Boy, she just exploded down that court.
Raylan Nuss comes in, replacing Brooke Paulsell. But the ball belongs to the Eagles. They lead at 10-4, 14-17. A full night of Heart of America action. We'll tell you about it as we go along. Now, Kara Clark knocks the ball away from Corneliuson. It'll still belong to the Eagles. And Lindsey Jackson comes out.
Gabby Lovelace back in the lineup for the Vikings. And checking in for Central Methodist is Sutton comes back in.
Tawanda comes back into the game. Here's the inbounds pass to Nuss. Nuss free throw line, takes the lane, ball poked away, but comes to her teammate on the baseline. Now about a 10-footer from the left baseline is good by Audrey Patton, as she was the beneficiary of a nice little pass there, and it's 12-4, 8-point lead. Sammy Jackson ready to come back in. Ball tipped away and knocked away by Kyra Williams, but it goes out of bounds. So Sammy will check in. Raina Smith is going to get a rest.
Well, Vikes played a little over 6 minutes. Vikes only 2 buckets in the game so far. One by Raina Smith, one by Gabby Morales. So need to get the offense clicking here.
Out it comes to Sammy. High post to Martinez. Drives right side. Little head and shoulder fake. Puts it up. Won't go down. Clark battles for the rebound. Fights for it in the corner, but CMU's going to come away with it. And now reaching in and picking up a foul. Trying to get the ball is Brielle Martinez. Her first and second team foul.
Yeah, Brielle trying to be aggressive, trying to go after the ball. Just got a little too much body that time, but good hustle. And again, Brielle Martinez she played pretty well for the Vikings since she's been here. She's a junior out of Hamilton, New Jersey.
Here's a lob underneath. Nice pass, and the attempt at the layup hits the bottom of the backboard by Jasmine Poteet, but she was fouled on the way up, and the foul is going to be called on, let's see.
Gabby Lovelace, I think. And really a shame. I think Poteet was really too far under the bucket to do much damage, but Gabby got a piece of her arm, so that'll be a 2-shot violation.
At the free throw line is Poteet. First free throw is no good off the back iron. This team shoots 69% from the free throw line. They're 2 out of 3 tonight. So she'll have another one. And it is also no good. Good strong rebound by Martinez. 12-4, CMU. Vikings down early. Here's Sammy Jackson. Looks back door for Vasquez. Not open on the cut, so she stops the dribble. Fires it on to the right side out high to Lovelace, and she is going to be fouled. They're trying to knock the pass away, but picking up the foul is Jasmine Poteet, and that is
her second, I believe.
I think
they've only got one up on the board, but I've got her down. I think she had one earlier.
Yeah, that should be her second foul. She has both fouls.
I think so, too.
So Sammy Jackson at the top of the key. Goes into Clark. Kara in the lane with the right hand now. Ooh, I don't know if that was a travel or not. She kind of faked to her left, went back to the right, but the official whistled her for the travel.
You know, sometimes players make good moves and officials don't believe they can make that move, you know.
I don't know if she moved the foot, if she moved the shoulders. Here's Sutton, drives in the lane, loses the handle on it. Ball loose at the free throw line. Now Sammy Jackson grabs part of the ball along with Brittany Joseph, grabbing the other half of it, or the other third of it, or whatever, and it's going to be a tie ball, possession arrow to the Eagles. James Arnold very active in front of that bench, isn't he?
He is, and he's turned this program around.
Yes,
he's done a great job. They're 9-5 in conference play right now, and a pretty good record overall. We've got that somewhere here.
Really battling for that home spot. They have a 3-game lead, so they should get it unless they fall apart. Into the lane to Sutton, leans in with a shoulder and can't do anything with it. Kicks it back out of lane. Now goes baseline. Shot is up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Poteet has it. She throws it way out high. Gets it to Nuss. Nuss back to Sutton. Baseline jumper up, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Clark. The Vikings were out rebounded by this team the first time they played in Fayette, and that was a concern of the coach.
You can tell that time down the floor they were concerned about Gabby Morales' shot blocking, and Gabby's not even in the game right now.
Here's a little left hook shot, no good by Martinez. Quick outlet, Poteet, layup good. But Poteet, what we call a little cherry picking. She took off early, and once the shot was missed, she was open down court.
I tell you, she gets down the floor very quickly. That's 2 or 3 times where she's beating everybody else down and got the benefit of an easy layup that time.
14-4, 12-13 to go. High post, it goes to Sammy, loses the pass, loose on the floor, picked up by Lovelace. Back out to Sammy. Fires a pass in the lane intended for Martinez, but racing across to knock it away and take it away, Brittany Joseph. Up to Nuss. Nuss on the right wing. It's 14-4. Now they get it into Sutton. Sutton low block right side. Takes Martinez to the low block. Misses it, but an offensive rebound and put back by Poteet. She's only 5'7", but yet another offensive rebound, and it's 16-4.
You see how quickly she released that follow shot that time? Nobody was going to get a hand on that one.
Vasquez out to Sammy. Vikings need some offense here. Loveless baseline, and now a foul is going to be called as reaching around trying to slap it away. I think was Nuss.
I believe it was Raylan Nuss. Yeah, I think that's right.
And that will be the third foul, but only her first.
And 3 new Vikings coming in. Ebony Brown, Raina Smith, and Gabby Morales all checked back into the lineup as Kara Clark, Brielle Martinez, and Julia Vasquez will take a seat. So those 3 are on along with Gabby Lovelace and Sammy Jackson right now.
Brittany Hostenpiller comes in for CMU. Also back into the game, Taylor Corneliuson. Sammy's going to try a 3. Left wing, it won't go. The rebound fought for Corneliuson and Ebony Brown. And on the possession, it goes to the Vikings.
Like to see Sammy. Sammy needs to keep taking that 3-point shot. We get a couple of those bombs from her, we can get back in this thing pretty quickly.
11:22 to go in the first half. And now the ball taken away on the inbounds pass. Now it's kicked and picked up by Raina Smith. She'll drive left side, missed the layup. Rebound, Ebony Brown misses the shot. And now it is taken down by Gaither Cole.
Couple of point-blank range shots that time. Raina Smith won and Ebony Brown won. Just couldn't get the ball to drop. That bucket's got a lid on it.
Now out front, the pass goes to Hostenpiller, but we're going to have a whistle away from the ball. And a foul on Taylor Cornelius and an offensive foul, so Valley will get it back.
I believe that's 4 team fouls on Central. The Vikes have 3.
And we have a timeout. 16-4, 11:02 to go. At halftime of this game, we may have a visit with Nathan Christensen. Nathan is the track coach, and the Heart of America Conference meet is tomorrow and Saturday at Lamoni. And the Vikings have a pretty good chance, at least on the men's side, with a couple of very good athletes led by one Tyler Davis to win some events. So he may stop by, but if not, we'll still talk about that meet a little bit anyway. So good luck to Valley. I think there are about 4 or 5 teams that got a shot at winning the men's crown, and Valley one of them. They'll run in that beautiful facility in Lamoni.
I was going to say, yeah, and it will be indoors. It's supposed to get cold tomorrow, I think. It's not bad out there right now, but I understand it's supposed to get cold. Just take what it is here now and subtract about 15 degrees, and that's what you probably have in Lamoni.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have a visit with him at halftime. All right, 16-4 is our score. Ball belongs to the Vikings. We have 10:55 to go. Here's Sammy. Swings it around to Ebony Brown. Free throw line, 15-footer, no good. Morales tips it, but can't come down with it. Rebound comes down to Brooke Paulsell. Paulsell fires one out to Gaither Call. She'll try a 3, and it is good. They just line up for the threes. Gaither Call hits that one. They now have 3 triples. Folks, it's 19-4. 10.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Somebody's got to get one down for the Vikes. Need to get some offense here.
Morales misses that shot.
Almost half of the first half. Only 2 buckets for the Vikes. One by Morales, one by Raina Smith.
Paulsell, top of the key. Swinging around to Gaither Cole. Gaither Cole directing traffic. Paulsell takes it down the middle. Now kicks it back out. They run a little weave inside the lane. Short jumper put up and in by Kyra Williams. And it's 21-4. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 gals have already scored for CMU.
Good ball movement that time by Central Methodist. Williams gets into the lane, gets a very nice high percentage shot, knocks it down.
Vikings try to go inside to Ebony Brown, and the ball is tipped away out of bounds. It'll still belong to the Vikings, but they have 20 on the shot clock. 9:54 to go in 9:55 in the half, and it is all CMU right now. Morales free throw line. Man-to-man defense. Spins in the lane. 14-footer off the glass. No good. Rebound Gaither Cole, and she brings it out on the run. Bounce pass into the corner to Williams. Out front. Now they'll fire it down low. Nice move with the left hand. Up and in by Audrey Patton. It's 23-4. Kara Clark will come back in. Vikings are really struggling offensively, and credit part of that to a very good defense. Now a nice pass inside to Morales on the give and go. She misses the shot, but is fouled by Gaither Cole, and she'll shoot 2.
Yeah, Gabby's player was overplaying her that time. She cut back door. Ebony Brown noticed that, made a nice pass underneath. So that's what you do when they overplay on defense. You can use that backdoor cut, and Morales and Brown ran that to perfection, and Gabby knocks down the first free throw.
She has 3 of the 5 points. And here's Raylan Nuss back into the ball game. Robinson, they bring in
Brittany Joseph back in.
Tawanda Sutton back in. First free throw was good. Second one is off the front of the rim. Fight for the rebound, and Joseph comes away with it. So it's 23-5, CMU. Here's Joseph, drives all the way to the rack. Nobody picked her up. She took that ball to the top of the key and just drove down the right side. Nobody laid a hand on her, and she lays it in. Her first 2, and 8 gals have now scored for CMU, and I'm impressed with this ball club. Vikings struggling a little bit with Joe, but CMU having a lot to do with it.
Well, they look much better offensively than they did when we played them in Fayette here earlier. And I mean, you can tell they like this up-tempo style. As we said at the top of the broadcast, their last 2 games, they've averaged 94 points, 107 in one game and 87 last Saturday. And it seems to be a style they picked up, and they're running it very well here tonight.
No question about it. 25-5 is our score. Men's game coming up after this one, of course. Vikings won about 3 in a row, and it's all started with a win at CMU back a few weeks ago, and Vikings would like to win the season series. But in this one, Missouri Valley tied with Avila for that 8th spot for the conference tournament, and Evangel is at Avila tonight. So, Avila could win a game tonight and move ahead, because I'd say they'd be the favorite against Evangel at home, wouldn't you, tonight?
Oh, yeah. I'll take Evangel. I'll give you Avila. I might even give you a few points.
No, I mean on the women's side.
Oh, women's side. I'm thinking men.
I'll take Avila women tonight.
Avila women.
No, on the men's, I'll take Evangel over everybody in this conference.
I'm sorry. I'm not focused right now.
To me, I think Avila's the best men's team. Or Evangel's the best men's team, I don't think. And I think Mid-Am's the best women's team.
Yeah, I agree. And the Avila Evangel women's game ought to be a real good game.
Yeah.
Both those teams fighting to move up the ladder and get into the playoffs.
All right, here's Raina, top of the key. 8:57 to go. Yeah, on the men's side, you'd give me Avila and some points, wouldn't you?
I'll be glad to.
Here's Raina, drives the baseline. Still with the dribble, drives inside the lane. Little jump hook with the left hand.
There we go.
Good.
Nice move by Raina. Well, Raina Smith, she's got 4. Gabby Morales 3, and that's the scoring for the Vikes thus far.
25-7 as Joseph trying to get that ball on the low block. Now she'll move it back to the right side. Out the top of the key. They give it to Robinson. Fakes the 3. Drives to the free throw line. Kisses out to Nuss. Nuss will try a 3. It's off the rim. No good. Tracked down. I thought for a moment Martinez was going to come down with it, but she lost the handle on it. Back into the corner to Nuss. Nuss drives around. Goes baseline. Kick it back out left side to Robinson. Robinson to the free throw line. Now they'll work it around to the right corner. Here's a little fade, runner from about 12 feet that's no good by Poteet. Vikings the other way. Raina Smith stops 15 feet away, misses it. Gabby Lovelace offensive rebound, misses the putback, and the rebound comes down to Sutton, who goes to Robinson.
A couple of good shots again, just can't seem to get anything to fall right now.
Robinson to Nuss at the top of the key. 7:50 to go in the first half. 25-7, the lead to CMU. Nice spin move, kick it back out front, free throw line. Joseph wide open, 15-footer, a little strong. Rebounds her own miss, misses the follow, and Sammy Jackson pulls it down in the corner. They try to double team her, and she gets it off to Raina Smith, so we dodge a bullet there.
Yeah, I got to put a body on somebody on that offensive glass. Brittany Joseph came in unattended and just missed the shot.
Kara Clark at the top of the key. Al gives it to Sammy. Sammy yet to score tonight, holds it on the right wing. Goes top of the key to Lovelace. Now in the lane, they go to Kara Clark. Works her way in. Young lady from Omaha puts it off the glass, no good. Fights for her own rebound, can't come away with it. Now Lovelace takes away from Joseph. Vikings get a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Raina Smith in the lane. Off to Clark at the free throw line. She'll give it back out to Sammy and set up the offense. Lovelace will try the outside shot. Hit it! It's a 3, and we've seen Gabby do that lately. A 3-pointer. She got the offensive rebound, and she gets the bucket, 25-10.
Yeah, big shot right there. Maybe we can get some momentum going on offense as Gabby Lovelace stepped up with confidence and knocked that tray down.
Here's a lob inside to Sutton. Nice move with the left hand. Took it right at Kara Clark. Sutton now has 6. And it's 25 to 10. Should be 27 to 10.
Yeah, it was 25 before that basket.
Yeah, they haven't put another basket up there. 6:30. Well, they do. 27 to 10. Now the Vikings lose it as they try to get it inside. It may have been knocked away though by one of the Eagles. I believe it was. In the last time we played, Sutton had 13, Corneliuson 12, and Nuss 13. For the Vikings the last time, Kara Clark led the way with 16 points. Brooke Sanders comes in for Valley.
Well, the Vikings we got 6:26 left. Vikings need to make a run here to end the first half. Let's get this thing down at 17 points now. Let's get it down and hopefully single digits if we can.
Martinez misses a 15-footer as she gets the inbounds pass. Now Joseph the other way. The Gaither Cole's back in. Nuss will back away between the circles. 6:13 to go. A 17-point CMU lead. They've led all the way. Nuss takes it baseline, puts it up partially blocked, and the ball comes down to Sammy Jackson. Sammy brings it up the right side, but the Eagles are back defensively. Sammy stops, looks for Brooke Sanders, gets it to her. Brooke takes one dribble on the right side, spins, looking for help, and throws it out high, trying to get it to Raina Smith, but it's going to be taken away by the Eagles. Left-handed shot up and in by Kyra Williams. She hits the deck, but it goes in 29 to 10.
Yeah, Kyra Williams showed very good quickness that time. Raina Smith right on her, but Kyra used the left hand, flipped that one in, and good job running the floor.
Williams out of Knob Noster, Missouri. Here's Brooke Sanders. She's out of Jackson, Missouri. Starts to drive baseline. Good defense in the corner. Tries to get it away to Clark. Gets it. Caro hits the deck. Maintains control. And now her pass out to Raina Smith.
They call foul on Raina, I think.
Williams went for the steal and Raina ran into her. They're going to call Raina Smith for the foul. Her first and 14 foul.
Well, you know, Brooke Sanders, she just came into the game, as you mentioned, out of Jackson. Played on the JV for most of the first half of the season. Brought up about 3 or 4 games and really games ago and really has given the Vikings some quality minutes off the bench.
She really has, and she will give you everything she's got when she comes into the game. 29 to 10. Here's Gaither Cole. Out front it goes to Corneliuson. Corneliuson works it to Joseph. On the elbow right side, swings it all the way back to the left side to Nuss, puts it on the floor, now works it into the corner to Williams. Skip it all the way back out high, free throw line, Gaither Cole. Good ball movement, back to Williams in the corner. She dribbles into the lane, kicks it back, baseline left side. Gaither Cole shot no good, and Raina Smith with the rebound. Here comes Raina, 29 to 10. 4:51 to go. Now the ball is kicked as they try to get it inside. 4:49 left in the half. Audrey Patton. Boy, if you're on that CMU bench, you better be ready to come in because he is bringing them in and out.
You know, I've seen some NFL field goal kickers not kick the ball as hard as Kyra Williams
good
did
kick.
That time.
Good straight, good rotation on it.
Yeah, she nailed it.
Yeah, she nailed that one.
Unfortunately, it's not 3 points. It's a violation here.
The Vikings will get it back. Foul call, I guess.
No, I just called a kick. It was a kick. I had a kick on Williams. The ball just went the length of the floor like that. A good 35-yard field goal.
So it's Viking ball. In it comes to Sammy. Sammy working it up the right side. Stops the dribble. Fires it down low to Sam Kixmiller. Samantha came in during that timeout. She's out of Kearney, Missouri. She'll inbound the ball. That was tipped away by the Eagles.
Well, somebody needs to get a hot hand for the Vikings here before halftime and get this thing down closer.
Here's Raina Smith. Now she'll drive baseline right side. Stop with a runner. Won't go. Rebound is tipped, and it comes away to Joseph. And once again, the rebounding battle tonight being won by CMU. Long pass down, intended for Patton in the lane. She can't hang on to it. Goes out of bounds. Vikings get it right back.
You know, really, Central Methodist has turned the ball over quite a few times. So, I mean, they're giving the Vikes some opportunities. We just need to cash in and knock some shots down.
Well, they like to get it and get a shot off as quickly as they can. Here's Sammy working the baseline. Gives it back out to Kara Clark. Ooh, almost another steal. Brooke Sanders has it top. Gaither Cole reached in, almost got a hand on that. Now Sam Kixmiller, baseline. It goes to Sammy on the right side. She's going to fire from outside.
There we go. There we go. Nice shot, Sammy.
They backed away, and she knocked it down. 29-13. 4 minutes to go in this first half. As CMU is led all the way. Nuss works it to Joseph. Left side, drives inside the lane, puts up a left hand, missed it. Rebound, Kixmiller. Looks for a guard, finds Sammy Jackson. Jackson brings it up the left side. Now lobs it down low, but throws it away as anticipating that pass was Patton. She stepped around Kara Clark, took it away. Now on the other side, Brooke Sanders steps in front of Gaither Cole, takes it away, but foul is going to be on Gaither Cole.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good job by
Sanders
Brooke.
had the inside position. Looked like a defensive back on a pass pattern that time. Just stepped in front of the receiver and drew the foul. You know, Ken, you talk about Central Methodist playing this up-tempo style. As Coach Arnold was saying before the game, when we're running up and down the floor like that and scoring points, we play better defense. I mean, I think it kind of gets you moving all the way around.
Well, they're playing well right now, but the Vikings are starting to close the gap a little bit. 3:36 to go. A couple buckets here would be big.
Need another three. There it is,
Kicksmiller's
right
going to
there.
try top of the key.
Yep.
She got it.
it.
They say she was on the line. It's only a two-pointer, but good job by Sam Kicksmiller coming out high. Her gal didn't come with her, so she knocks down the shot. Her first two. And all of a sudden, the Vikings are back within 14. Now, I know that doesn't sound like much, but they were down 19 and 20 points for quite some time.
The Vikes have scored the last 5 points of the game, that three by Sammy Jackson. I thought Sam had a three that time, but I guess her foot was on the line. But, you know, it's good to see the big girl. She's a sophomore out of Kearney, normally plays right down 4, 5, 6 feet from the basket. Nice to see her step outside and knock down that shot. And she's shown more ability to do that as the season's worn on. So that's good good quality to see.
Quick timeout taken by James Arnold. This first half moving right along. 3:26 to go, 29-15.
And again, this is court warming tonight, so I guess we'll crown court warming royalty at the halftime of the men's game, I understand.
I don't think I got any votes.
Well, maybe a few write-ins.
Maybe a couple write-ins.
You never know. You were not a candidate.
No. Gaither Cole swings it around to Robinson. Robinson, top of the key. Now works it down low. They go to the free throw line. Sutton wide open. Boy, that's a nice job of moving. And Sutton wide open at the free throw line. Knocks the 15-footer down. It's 31-15.
Sutton has 8 points. She leads all scorers right now.
Now they're going to zone. The Vikings are the Eagles. They work at high post to Clark. Swing it baseline. Loveless.
There we go. There we go now.
Good ball movement. Found the open gal. Gabby has 5.
3 straight outside shots have fallen for the Vikings. That's good to see.
Back to 14. Top of the key, Sutton. Sutton gives it to Gaither Cole. Gaither Cole drives free throw line. Leaves it for Robinson there. Now they'll work at baseline. And the shot is up. And I think that is at Sutton again.
That was Sutton again.
Hit the deck after the shot. But she has 10 quick points. And it's 33-17. She's a player.
Yeah, she is. I don't remember her being that dominant early on. But she's played very well here in the first half.
She's out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, played at Odessa, Texas Junior College, and she just got a rebound. Long pass up the sideline to Robinson. Skip it all the way back to Paul Sell on the left side. Into the corner, Gaither Cole back to Paul Sell. Paul Sell hands it to Robinson. Long three, top of the key, off the front of the rim, no good. And Kicksmiller went down, got the rebound, couldn't keep her balance, went out of bounds, and it'll belong to CMU. But Kicksmiller did something there I don't mind. She lost her balance, was going to go out of bounds. She just didn't turn and flip the ball back in on the CMU end. That could have been an easy way to give up 2 quick points.
That could be a disaster.
You don't see
make them make a play. Don't give them an easy one.
Don't see a jersey the same color. Just let it go. Now Sutton again, 15-footer knocks it down. She has 12 first half points. And the lead back to 18.
And I don't think she's missed that many shots.
Oh,
I want to see the stats at halftime. But she shot the ball very well.
She's a good one. Here's Lovelace. Gives it out high to Kicksmiller. Kicksmiller swings it left wing. Now they work at baseline. Reyna's going to fire a three. Rattles in and out.
That was
tough
in.
luck.
Came back out.
Kicksmiller fights for the offensive rebound. Hits the deck hard. The foul's going to be called, I believe, on Audrey Patton.
Yeah, it was on Patton, and good hustle by Sam. Kicksmiller ran that one down in the corner, so she came outside, went after that one hard, and draws the foul. So she'll be on the line for a 1-and-1, as that's the 7th team foul on Central Methodist.
1:28 to go in the first half, 35-17.
Come on, Sam, let's knock down a couple here.
Needs to knock these down. It'll be a 1-and-1.
She gave us a lift and got 4 or 6 quick points right before half in a previous game. I can't remember which game that was.
First free throw is on the way. Spins it in. She'll have another one, and she has 3 points in the evening. 35-18, 1:28 left.
I think down at Evangel last Thursday night, she had a couple big buckets to pull it close at halftime.
Sammy getting ready to come back in for the final 1:28. Next free throw by Kicksmiller. Good. So she has 4. She's going to stay in. Brooke Sanders will come out, and Sammy Jackson back in with 1:28 left. CMU with the ball, leading 35-19. They've led throughout. Paul Sell at the top of the key, off to Robinson. There's the lob, baseline, and throws it over the head of Jasmine Poteet. Turnover, another turnover by CMU, and the Vikings get it back.
That says something about Jasmine Poteet's ability. She's only 5'7", and they try to lob pass to her.
Yeah.
Usually you lob to the big guys, you know.
Yeah, she can get up there. Here's Sammy. Let's see if the Vikings can take advantage of that turnover. Baseline, Lovelace. Out high, Kicksmiller. Swings it to the left side to Sammy. Back underneath, Kicksmiller. Works in the lane. Left time. Turn around.
Nice move. Boy,
there.
I mean, she came right, spun back left, used the backboard. That was a nice move that time. Kicksmiller's got 6.
And the Vikings back within 14 again. Once again, here comes Poteet. Sutton free throw line. Another 15-footer. This one no good. Good block out by Kara Clark. Turns and gives it off to Sammy. Sammy up the left side. Now drives to the free throw line. Takes it all the way in. Forces up and got it. Goes in and she's fouled.
Nice strong. Boy, Sammy pumps the fist as she drove in hard, flipped that one in. And Kim, we talked about getting back within single digits at halftime. We're down to 37.6 seconds, but Sammy can make this an 11-point game if she can knock this one down.
And the foul is going to be called on Paul Sell. 37.6 seconds remaining, so the Vikings will get one more possession at least. It's now a 12-point game. Sammy at the line, eyes it, fires, and connects. And she completes the three-point play. 35-24. Here come the Eagles. And 33 seconds to go, 25 on the shot clock. Corneliuson to Robinson. Robinson working against Raina Smith, free throw line. Takes it left side, now goes to the corner. Still with the dribble. Kicks it back to the right baseline to Sutton. Sutton thought about the shot, didn't pull the trigger. Gives it back to Robinson. She takes it all the way under. 9 on the shot clock. Good move by Poteet. Takes it in left side, missed the shot. Rebounds her own miss. And now Sammy Jackson takes it away. She tries to throw it into Robinson. Quickly ahead, it comes to Lovelace. Lovelace fires a 3. It won't go. That would have been big. And that's going to do it for the half as CMU gets the rebound. But Williams cannot get across half court and get up a shot. But Valley makes a little comeback here as they close the gap. It is now 35-24. And, Joe, I think that was very important for the Vikings to make that little run there at the end of the half.
Well, you know, we're down by 11, which isn't good, but you've got to feel, I kind of feel like the Vikings had the momentum right now. I mean, we were 18 down not that long ago and got back within 11 and had a chance to cut it even more. So nice comeback by the Vikes. Started to hit some shots. Sammy Jackson knocked down that 3, knocked down a big free throw a minute ago. Sam Kicksmiller off the bench with 6 big points and really has given this team a lift down the stretch. So nice comeback by the Vikings.
All right, we've got a lot to do, and I see Nathan Christensen behind us. We're going to talk a little track to start things off when we return in 30 seconds.
Whether it was Joe DiMaggio or Jackie Robinson,
Rosa Parks or Sally Ride,
Bogart or Brando,
you're just the right age to do something important that you can be remembered for.
even if you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or beyond, you can register to become an organ and tissue donor.
Surprised? You shouldn't be.
Today, people of all ages and even with health conditions can sign up to donate the gift of life.
And it's so important. Every age, every ethnicity is needed.
If we all signed up, imagine the lives we could save.
The families we could help.
So whether you admire John Wayne or James Dean, Robert Redford or Roberto Clemente,
Elvis Presley or Ella Fitzgerald, do something important that could make a real difference and change lives.
get the facts today and register to become an organ donor.
Find out how at organdonor.gov or call 1-866-99-DONATE.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
We're back to the Burns Center, and Nathan Christensen joins us for a few moments. Coach Christensen of the track team. Indoor conference meet this weekend in Lamoni, right?
Yes, correct.
You go up tomorrow and Saturday?
Yes, it's Friday and Saturday.
All right, I know you guys have been working hard. First of all, tell me about the season. You've seen some pleasant, maybe not surprises, but you've had some pleasant things happen with your team this winter, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had some really good performances this year. We've got Byron Evans, who's actually national qualified in the triple jump this year, 46.11. We've got numerous other guys that have improved over the course of the year. We've got a lot of guys and girls that are actually really close to national marks. And I think we have some good opportunities this weekend at the conference championship to get more people to the national championship in 2 weeks.
Now, when we go up to Lamoni, there's about 4 or 5 teams, and we're one of those 4. Talking about the men's side, first of all, had a chance to win this thing if things go right.
Yeah, we have a really good opportunity, and we've got some young men that are actually putting their bodies on the line to try to win a conference title, and we've got some guys that are going to be doing 8 to 11 events, if not more. We got John Leonard's doing the heptathlon, which is 7 events, and he's doing numerous other events as well.
Really?
And then you got guys like Tyler Davis that are doing the long jump, triple jump, high jump, and then some sprinting events. So we've got numerous other guys that are going to do some things, and the distance kids are doing a lot of mileage too. So it's going to be a good competition. Probably one of the strongest conference meets in recent memory, with 4 teams having the shot, and the other 3 teams have a good shot to get some individual wins and actually probably decide who wins the conference championship.
So obviously there's no limit to the amount of events you can be in. If you can hang in there and do it physically, you can do it, right?
Yes,
all right.
Correct.
How about on the gal side?
The gal side, we've got some good young ladies. Our numbers aren't quite as high, but we've got a lot of ladies that can either win conference titles or be all conference or score some major points for us. And Sarah Niemeyer is a girl that's like within a second or two of a national mark in the 800. She's going to be on our 4x8 distance medley relay and 4x4 as well. We got Brittany Briscoe that's close to a national mark in the long jump, and she's actually going to be doing the 60 and the 200. And we've got numerous other ladies that can score some points. Amanda Burr is really coming along in the 5K, 3K, and I think we're going to do some big things on the ladies side as well. And our goal has been try to get a trophy on the ladies side, which is top 3 teams, and Central Methodist and Baker are kind of the class, but we've got a shot to do something, and I think our young ladies are going to perform when it comes down to time.
Well, with all those schools there, and you're in that building in Lamona, it gets kind of crazy, doesn't it? These indoor meets get kind of crazy, don't they? There's a lot going on.
Yes, it's very crowded, but it's a very good meet. It's for NEIA, it's a very competitive conference. And, we've got national caliber athletes in every event area. So
when you talk about national, you have to have certain times, certain distances, and that sort of thing.
And there's an A and B standard in all the events. And, A automatically is automatic standard, and you automatically qualified. And then B standard, each team gets about 3 B standards. You get to kind of pick or choose if you hit the B standard of who goes, unless they're in the top 12, and then they automatically go. But that's kind of the point of the automatic standards.
Right. So. And that's a couple weeks. That's over in Illinois, is that right?
Actually, Geneva, Ohio.
Ohio, that's
yes,
right. Geneva, Ohio.
We had 3 out there last year, and I'm expecting we'll get some more this weekend.
All right. I watched Tyler Davis in football here.
Yeah.
He's probably the best overall athlete on this campus. When you as far as in any sport.
He's very talented, and he's one of those guys, believe it or not, is one of our biggest team players. He came up to me this year and said, hey, I want to help see if we can win a conference title this year, and I'll do anything at the conference championship. And he's very unselfish. Last year in the 4x4, we needed somebody to step in, and he hadn't done a sprinting event all year, and he came in and ran one of our fastest legs on that relay. And he's going to come out and do the same thing this weekend, and he puts it on the line. He's one of those guys I was talking about earlier that's going to put his body on the line for the team, and the team comes first. And you don't get many guys that are like that are that caliber, that want to put their body on the line when it comes down to time. And he's just a special athlete.
Coach, good luck. I'm looking forward to it and watching the results. Good luck tomorrow and Saturday.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Nathan, thanks a lot, buddy. Nathan Christensen, he's our track coach, and he's going to lead our squad into the indoor conference meet tomorrow and on Saturday in Lamona. Joe and I will be back with the scoring of the first half in just a moment.
A few years ago, I noticed my vision getting blurry, and things I do every day, like reading and driving, were becoming more difficult. I thought it was part of getting older, but I was wrong. I have a disease called age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. It's the leading cause of blindness in people 55 and older. The good news is there are treatments that can reduce vision loss from AMD. Plus, there are things you can do now to lower your risk of getting it in the first place. The Foundation Fighting Blindness provides information about preventing and managing AMD. Call the Foundation today at 800-585-05.